Hi everyone, Sarah from Mimi Designs. I'm just going to do a quick tutorial to show you this cute bunny. It doesn't look like much, but I got a couple layers, actually 3 layers on top of it. So I thought I'd do a video just to show you how it's going to come together. So each layer is going to have its own color, which will be really fun. And since we're using sponges, we'll be able to kind of make it watercolor kind of looking like. So we'll start with our background, our base layer, and we'll start by peeling all the white off. As you peel, you want to make sure, of course, all those little guys stay down. We need every little blue piece. We don't want any to come up on our white. And then if you have a framed one, it will nest right in, or if you don't, you will be able to kind of play around with it. And then you just want to rub it down really well and then take the tape off. So all this tape comes off. As you peel the tape off, you just want to make sure the blue all stays down where it's supposed to be. And then you can just throw this tape right away. You can smooth it out as you go if anything gets a little crazy. There. So you want to smooth all down the blue so there's no bubbles. If there's bubbles over here, it's okay, but around where you're going to be doing your design, you don't want any bubbles. Then you're going to get the Mod Podge. There's might be white in your kit too, so don't get them confused. And then you just want to do one light coat of this Mod Podge. I always dab off so you can control so it's not super heavy. So see how light that is? If you see the white gobbing up like that, it means it's too heavy. So just do one light coat. So once your Mod Podge is dry, you don't want to blow dry it with a blow dryer. You just want to let it dry naturally, because the blow dryer sometimes will be too hot, it will melt it. Then you're ready for your base color. I was toying between black and gray, but I'm going to do black because where I'm putting it in my dining room has some black accents, but this would be really cute with gray too. So when you select your color for this kit, you can do black or gray. And then even if you do black and it's too stark looking, you can always do a light sand. So really quick, dab off on your paper. You can use the back, but you want to make sure your coats are super light without swiping up and down, just pushing down. So this is your first coat. Dab, dab, dab. See how you can still see through it? So always dab off because that's going to be way too heavy to get on. So always dab off, and then I always test it over here to make sure it's light enough. And then that's your first coat, really light. So that's my first coat. I'm gonna go ahead and do another coat. You could stop now if you wanted to. You could always peek and see what it looks like. So it's a little faded, but I'm gonna do one more because I'd much rather sand it off than by accident not do enough. So let me do one more coat. So my black is done. So after that, you don't have to wait for it to dry. You can go ahead and just peel it all right off when it's still a little bit wet. Some pieces won't come out when you pull up the stencil, so you'll just go in with your little pin and just grab those. Also, if you notice any little spots that may have bled a little bit that are bugging you, take the tip of the needle or pin and just scrape them off when it's still a little bit wet. So when this is dry, you're ready for your next step. You can blow dry now because it doesn't have the blue on. Next one's going to be the next color, which this one's like a soft pink. So peel the back. You're gonna wanna do the same steps you did before this. You're going to rest it right inside. You want to line it right up so it doesn't go over any of the black, and it kind of nests right. I think I got that right there. So then we're going to peel, Mod Podge, and then do those light coats of paint. It's going to be this color paint, but you're going to lighten it because you're going to use this dark. So how you're going to lighten it is just by getting some of that color off to the side and this color and mixing it until you get a really soft, pretty pink. Can you see that over there? Yeah, just like that. So I actually only did one coat of that just because it's so light and I kind of like the blushness of that. So then we can peel that off and you'll go in and get any, I think it's just this one. Oops. Got it. And you'll notice I've made a little stab mark, so I'll just dip my little pin in the white. And then we'll dry this part. Next layer is going to be this darker pink one. So you'll go ahead and peel, same steps as before. So this I didn't lighten with the white, I just did it straight out of the cup, and I'm gonna do 2 coats on this just because I want it to be more of a contrast against that light pink. So that is my second coat. So we can peel that. Perfect, and now we are ready for our last layer, which would be the artichoke green color. So that, you'll have to play around with it to get it, but you'll notice where it goes once you see through it. So I'm gonna put this one on. I just did 1 light coat on the green. If you ever find yourself run out of sponges, you can always just cut it and then that's how you can do that. That's what I just did because I didn't want to go get a new one. So that one's done. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I think the only thing I need to pull out is this little piece. And there you are. If you know me, you know I love to sand everything. So I always, after I'm done, give a light sand. I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see it after I'm done sanding. It just gives it a little bit of, it softens the design and gives it a little bit of like a warmness. All right, let me show you. I'm just dusting it. So kind of just roughed it up a little bit. And there you have it, the adorable layered bunny design.